This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Aggies ready to get this thing started and open the season. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So UNLV's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. And that's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And the Rebels come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space, it's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Fires to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Orji. Takes the easy completion. Beck's going for the goal line. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Rebels. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical. The way they marched down the field, awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So New Mexico State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Finds the tight end. Showing off the arms. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Turning on the Jets. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Pushes for the goal line. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Extra point here will tie the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I know know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Orji. They'll run the screen. All out of space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing the play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Rebels offense is back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Finding an escape route. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And some room to work. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. To the air, it's Orji. That's caught. It's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes a connection. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Coming out with it, it's Stanley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot and see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
They got him on the ground, but not before he gives New Mexico State a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll give it to him again. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Squad. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He might want another play. They'll try to get outside. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
I'll tell you what, when the ball's tossed on the perimeter really quickly, you got to take really good angles. When I'm a safety and I'm spinning down, I'm trying to catch that guy. He's got so much space out there now. I don't have a lot of help from my defensive tackles or my defensive ends. Those are tough spots to be in. You could tell the running back won that battle, got a bunch of yards. Nice positive play for this offense.
He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure that...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical...
Going for it all. Brings it in down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stanley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Takes the handoff. It's Callaway. Picks up the first down, still moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half if they keep giving...
Oh, he's got some space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Trying to set up the screen. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Stanley. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game of offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Makes the grab, it's Thomas. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 25. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the Rebels pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
the RPO complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
The RPO, it's complete. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And here comes the offense on second down. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Orji. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they'll even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, after that incompletion, it's decision time now for the head coach. You've got to lead. The game's close. Are you going to punt the ball away and count on your defense to win this thing, or do you have the confidence in your quarterback to make one more throw to win you this game?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Stanley.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Looking left. Makes the grab. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll go back to the ground. It's a running room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that fourth down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
The give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Rebels line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got it. First down and more. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Third down play from the gun. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the Heat. Fires to the big fella. He will not pick up the first down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.